Hello and welcome back. Dear learners, so far we have learned about the Russian alphabet and its vowels and consonants. With the help of few examples, we have elaborated the fundamentals of the Russian vowels and consonants in the previous lesson. Now, in this lesson, we will be learning about the Russian sound system in a detailed manner. We have also given you a few examples to elaborate it further. In this lesson, we will also be learning about a few more new Russian words and expressions. So, shall we go ahead? Since we are discussing the vowels and consonants, in this lesson, we are covering the voiced and voiceless consonants. As you have already know that in Russian language, in the alphabet we have 33 letters, out of which 21 consonants and 10 vowels we are covering here. These consonants are further classified as voiced and voiceless consonants. So, let us discuss them one by one. First, let us start with the sounds of vowels and consonants. Let us listen to the vowel letter U. I will repeat, letter U. And we will be covering a few more consonants here like F, V, S, Z, L right now. Vowel sounds and consonant sounds. How do we differentiate between them? Let us try. Vowel sound U and consonant sounds F, V, S, Z and L. With the combination of a few vowels and consonants, we will try to identify the sound and pattern of these vowels and consonants when clubbed together. Let us repeat: fa, fo, fu, af, of, oof. Dear learners, here we have clubbed one consonant with a vowel. For example, F and A, when clubbed together the sound will be fa. Likewise, when F and O are clubbed, the sound comes fo, and likewise fu, af, of and oof. This is a very important exercise for learning the basic of Russian sound system. Let us learn a few words with the help of the combination of these consonants and vowels. I will give you a few examples in Russian. Let us learn these words one by one. Front, front, fourth, fourth, fabrica, fabrica. Dear learners, if you pay attention to the intonation and stress signs, you will be able to pronounce these words in a correct and efficient manner. Let us learn a few more words. Forma, firma, figura. So, learners, with the help of these exercises, we are able to now distinguish between different sounds, especially when we are combining a vowel and a consonant. Let us repeat these words once again. Front, which means front, fourth, which means fort, fabrica, which means a factory, forma, which means form, firma, which means a firm, figura, which means a figure. Let us try a few more combinations of consonants vowels. We are taking letter V, va, vo, vu. Let us try it with letter F now. Fa, fo and fu. If we compare the different sounds here, they will sound like va, fa, vo, fo, vu and fu. Let us learn a few words here. With the help of few examples, you will be able to build up your vocabulary, as we have been telling you earlier in the lessons, and now we will pay attention to the intonation and the stress sign here. Let us listen to the activity. Vot, vor, vodka, vada, vino, dva, dvor, trava, davno, pravda, bukva. So, dear learners, with the help of the combination of consonants and vowels, we are making a few words. Let us repeat them. Vot means hair, vor means thief, vodka, a vodka, vada, water, vino, wine, dva means two, dvor means courtyard, trava means grass, davno means long ago, pravda means truth, and bukva, it means letter of the alphabet. We have another word, pismo, for letter, but that is the letter you write to your friends and relatives. Let us go to the next section. Here we will learn a few phrases. Since in the last lesson we have tried making the interrogative and affirmative sentences, with the help of this exercise we will be revising the affirmative as well as interrogative sentences once again. Papa y mama doma. If I say the sentence in interrogative, it will sound like Papa y mama doma. Here, dear learners, please pay attention to the intonation. Whenever the sentence is in interrogative, the intonation will rise at the end. Please pay attention. Papa y mama doma. Da ani davno doma. And now I am answering in affirmative, and that is why we are using the word da here, which means yes. Papa y mama davno doma. Let us repeat the sentences once again. Papa y mama doma. Da ani davno doma. Papa y mama davno doma. So, with the help of these sentences, we are understanding the basic of how we construct simple sentences in interrogative as well as in affirmative. Let us listen to a few more combinations now. Letter S. Sa, so, su, as, os, us. Let us learn a few words with the help of the combination of these vowels and consonants. Nos, vapros, most, vastok, kiosk, sto, stole, sok, soup, Moskva, daska, strana, taska, sprava, prosta, spasiba. So, here a very important word you have just learned. Whenever you want to say thank you in Russian, you say spasiba, spasiba. Let us repeat all these words we just learned. Nose means nose, vapros means question, most means bridge, vastok means east, kiosk means kiosk, sto means 100, stol means table, sok means juice, soup means soup. Moskva is the capital of Russia, is called Moskva in English as well as Moscow. It is on the name of a river in Moscow called Moskva. Let us repeat: Moskva. Daska means board, strana means country, taska means grief, sprava it means to the right, prosta means simple, and of course spasiba which means thank you. Let us listen to a few more combinations of the vowel and consonants. Here the consonant is z, z, zo, zu. Let us learn a few more words with the letter z. Zont, zuk, zima, zapark, vază, roză, fizică, vniz, zercală, sumcă, ozeră, Asia. So, learners, with the help of combination of vowels and consonants, we are here learning a few words of Russian, which is again building up your vocabulary. And since vocabulary is the most important part for communicating in any foreign language, so that is why it is recommended that you may please listen to all these words very carefully and try to remember them. Let us repeat these words once again. Zont means umbrella, zvuk means sound, zima means winter, zapark means zoo, vază means vase, roză means rose, fizică means physics, vniz means below, zercală means mirror, sumcă means bag, ozera means lake. It is very interesting that in Russia there is a lake called Baikal, which is the deepest lake in the world. So, we will be learning about them in detail in coming lessons. Let us repeat the word once again. Ozera means lake, Asia means Asia. Dear learners, let us repeat a few sentences in such a sense that we will be able to understand the meaning of these sentences as well as the construction. With the help of eta, which means this, we are making a few sentences here. Это дом, тут двор, справа дорога, там мост. Вот комната, тут доска и карта, справа окно, тут ваза, там роза. So, all the words which we have just learned are used in the sentences here. Let us repeat the sentences once again. Это дом, тут двор, справа дорога, там мост. Вот комната, тут доска и карта, справа окно, тут ваза, там роза. Dear learners, now since we are reading a few sentences and trying to understand the construction, please always pay attention to the intonations, because intonations and stress signs play a very significant role in Russian speech. Let us take another example here. Как вас зовут means what is your name. If somebody is asking как вас зовут, the answer would be меня зовут, and whatever the name is you can use there. That we will be learning in detail in coming lessons, of course. Let us repeat the complete sentence once again. Как вас зовут? Иван. Как вас зовут? Kumar. Let us go to the next section now. The title of this section is Devoicing of Consonants. What do we mean by devoicing of consonants? In Russian language, voiced consonants like the, be, ge, ve and z at the end of words are devoiced and pronounced as te, pe, ke, f and s respectively. Let us find out with a few examples. Here we are combining all these consonants, so it is more clear to you with examples like the is pronounced as te, be is pronounced as pe, ge is pronounced as ke, ve is pronounced as f, z is pronounced as s. I will give you a few examples in Russian. Let us learn these words as well and pay attention how all the consonants are devoiced. God, God, sad, sad, rad, rad, город, город, запад, запад. So, dear learners, if we pay attention to these words very clearly at the end, the sound differentiates irrespective of the fact that at the end we have used different letter, but the sound is coming in a devoiced manner, like the manner we have just learned in the previous slide. The is pronounced as the, god, god. So, it in the end it sounds like gote instead of gode. It is because of the rule applied here of devoicing the consonant. Let us learn the meaning of these words now. God means ear, sad means garden, rad means happy or glad, gorad means city, zapad means west. And since now we have already learned how to construct simple sentences, we will make a sentence here with the help of the word gorad. Delhi это город, which means Delhi is a city. So, with the help of such words you can make your own sentences. Please try them. Let us learn a few more words with the same rule applied. Zavod, narod, vrag, drug, zub, gatov, raskas. Do you pay attention to the devoicing of the consonants here? Let us repeat them once again. Zavod means factory, narod means people, vrag means enemy, drug means friend, zub means tooth, gatov means ready, raskas means story. Dear learners, we have just learned the rule applied of devoicing consonants in Russian speech. Now we will make a few sentences, again in the interrogative as well as in the affirmative. Please pay attention. Он готов? Да, он готов. Она готова? Да, она готова. So, we have just learned a combination of sentences in the interrogative when the intonation is rising at the end. For example, он готов? Он готов? I am answering, да, он готов. Likewise, она готова, and I am answering in affirmative, да, она готова. So, likewise, you are also learn how to understand the exact expression of the speaker with the help of tone and intonation. Let us learn a few more sentences here. Он рад? Да, он рад. Она рада? Да, она рада. Dear learners, very interestingly, in Russian language, gender of a noun play a very important role. That is why here when we are using a personal pronoun for he, we are using on, and for she we are using ana, and for the noun rad we are using for masculine gender and rada for the feminine gender. We will be telling you about these genders in Russian language in coming lessons. Let us go to the next combination of vowels and consonants. The letter is M, P, B, T, D, R and N. Let us understand how the combinations are expressing the different sounds here. Mui, pui, bui, tui, dui, rui, tui, pui, dui, mui, bui, mui, etc. So, the purpose of telling you and making these combination is that the rules applied here, that all these vowels and consonants when combined together they produce totally different new sounds. So, for any learner of this language will be able to exactly differentiate between different sounds of the vowels and consonants. Let us learn a few words while using these vowels and consonants here. Ты, вы, мы, рыба, дым. Let us understand them. Since in Russian we have personal pronouns for I, you, he, she, it, we, you plural and they. So, accordingly in Russian we have equivalent for I is ya, you singular is ты, for he we have on, for she we have ana and for it we have ano. For you we have we and for we have mui, as well as for they we have ani. Let us learn the meaning of these words now. You have already learned about ты, вы and мы, which means you singular, you plural and we. Rыба, which means fish, and dым, it means smoke. Let us learn a few more words in singular, and now we will be learning about the fundamental of how do we make plural of the singular nouns here. Guba, gubi, ruiba, ribi, carta, cartu, gruppa, gruppi, комната, комнаты, anarada, aniradi. So, if we look at the ending of the noun, they are changing into u. Guba, gubi, riba, ribi, carta, cartu, gruppa, gruppi, комната, комнаты, and anarada, aniradi. Dear learners, in this lesson we have understand that in Russian phonetics or the Russian sound system, we have vowels and consonants, and accordingly we have their distinguished sounds. And a special effort has been put to make you understand the exact meaning of the voicing of consonants here. With the help of few words, we have tried to make it clear to you that how these consonants are devoiced. All these words are essential for your vocabulary, so it is advised that you may please learn them by heart and use them in your day-to-day communication in Russian. In the next lesson, we will be covering all the consonants and vowels of the Russian alphabet. So, by doing this, we will be able to understand the Russian phonetics, its basics are concerned in a clear and efficient manner. Thank you.